Parents, wannabe parents, this one's for you. A lot of people are not wanting to send their kids to the public education system, or if they are still sending them to the public education system, you need to do education in the home as well. Now, arguably, the two most important subjects are going to be reading as well as history or civics. Now, unfortunately, there is a large portion of America that is completely illiterate. It baffles my mind how many kids come out of high school and they're still at like a second or a third grade reading level. And the amount of kids that come into the education system, keep in mind, this is like 5 and 6 years old, and these kids have never in their life seen a book. It is soul crushing. In addition to that, it's unfortunate that history is one of the subjects that is the most abused in schools. And what do I mean by that? When we have all of this curriculum we have to shove down kids' throats, first thing to go is generally civics. It's history. I mean, we can even use myself as an example. In high school, the most important classes, government, history, including U.S. and world history. Economics, those classes were not taught by professionals or by historians or even people who majored in those fields. Those subjects were taught by the coaches, the track coach, the football coach, the basketball coach, all coaches. The only reason they were at the school is because they were coaching sports, and then the school needed to put them in some sort of a subject, so they were teachers, so they shoved them into history because it's the easiest subject. Well, guess what? We ended up watching movies most days, and I got almost no education as far as government, history, the Constitution, economics, the way the world works. None of that. And my story is mild. Now you have people running around who are debating if the Holocaust even existed, if it was real or made up. If you actually look at history, history has the receipts proving that the best way to take over a population is to make them uneducated. And the best way to do that is make it so they can't read, so they can't learn, and also to either not teach history or rewrite history or teach them a very skewed version of history. That sounds really familiar to what's happening right now and has been taking place over decades. So parents, whether you are having your children take place in the public education system, the private education system, or whether you're homeschooling or doing school pods, you need to teach your children how to read, and you need to teach them to appreciate history. So that way, there is some hope for society, there is some hope for the future generations, and for the hope of the future families.